Janine from Angels to Zen. And today on What the Deck, I have Healing Grief card deck. 55 Practices to Find Peace. And this is by David Kessler. So, this goes about him. This is the publishing company. So, why am I bringing these up? Because we found that the year right now is 2022. And since 2020, there has just been so many people passing. You know, people just needing energy work, because of just having a hard time. And me and a friend of mine, we created a grief group. And I'm going to go over the grief group in another video, not on What the Deck. But he's a sound therapist. He does the bowls, the singing bowls. He does the tuning forks. He does all of that. And we also give energy. It's not a group where we talk about grief because we're not grief counselors. But it is something that we felt really was needed, and it really is a very popular group. And I think one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to do some videos or something. I want to do something that teaches other people who do energy and meditation how to do a grief group sensitively, and what we have done. Kind of like because if we're noticing all of the people in grief, then, it's not like we're just the ones. So I don't use this in the group, but unfortunately I was going also through my own grief. I did not escape any of this. I'm still going through grief. And so I had gotten these cards actually for myself, of course, because I love cards. And here is the author. And then how to use these cards. So you'll find the deck is divided into 3 parts to help navigate your healing. Part 1, here, your response to loss. Part 2, understanding grief. And part 3, healing. Draw only 1 card a day. It is best to draw the same time each day. First thing in the morning, after arriving home from work, or bedtime. Think about how it may apply throughout your day or evening. Spend a few minutes thinking about the card, saying it first, and then a few more minutes searching your feelings for a connection to it. If it resonates deeply, just feel it. If it doesn't resonate, be open to surprises as you ponder it or think about how it might work for another. Later, circle back to see if it resonates with you after all. Since everyone's grief is different, let go of expectations that the cards should ring true with you. After completing the deck, take some time off. After a break, you may want to repeat them in the same order or a random shuffle for a card day. The second time, the sayings may bring up a different thought and feeling. As you go through stages of grief that may resonate with you, as you move forward or in a different frame of mindset. That is to be expected. Grief is ever changing. The grief cards are designed so that you can practice them alone or share them with others, perhaps another loved one sharing the same grief, or as a client or therapist. Okay, so I got these for myself. I did think that if it was applicable to maybe use in the group, but I really don't feel like it was. This can also be something to think about during journal prompting if you're a journal writer, or, you're journaling your way through grief, meditating, see maybe how it resonates with you. All right, I am definitely not going to get all 3 of them in, but you get the idea. Okay. Due to its healing nature, I'm only going to do 2 cards from each pile. So let's look at part 1. Remember, part 1 is your response to loss. So we'll pick the top one. Tears are evidence you have loved. Allow yourself to cry when you feel like it. When you feel like it. Not when it's an appropriate time or when you feel like it. When you feel like it. So that's one. Again, your response to loss. A broken heart is also an open heart. Your vulnerability is also your strength. Do not run from your openness. Right, we're afraid to, oops, I didn't even put that in frame. There you go. We run from that vulnerability. We run from that pain. And yeah. Okay, so that's the response to loss. And then we have all of these left to go through and process. Let's see what part 2 brings us. Understanding grief. Oh, it's right. It's right on there. I don't need my cheat sheet. Okay. Understanding grief. So let's look at this. You don't get over grief. You learn to live with it in your heart forever. And isn't that the truth? You don't get over it. You do go on. Your loved ones want you to go on. But it's not like something that ends. It's something that you learn to be with. Okay, and here we go. There is grace in denial. It is nature's way of letting in only what we can handle. There you go. There's some permission for you. There's some permission for you. And let's look at the healing. Not even death can end our love. I will talk to you today from my heart. Meaning in this loss may come in time. It can't be rushed or found from me. Healing takes time today. I look forward to finding peace. Right, so we grieve in our own time. Love the ones that say, aren't you over it yet? Haven't you kind of worked through that yet? Yeah, no, but thank you. But also in saying that, there are people who do become concerned that you may have turned a very dangerous and unhealthy corner. And if people are watching and observing you and they're seeing you in a very bad place for a very long time, and you're in it, you be open to somebody with good intentions and love saying, it looks like, you may need some more assistance than what you are currently have and going through. And there's no shame in that. Find what works for you. If it's private counseling, if it's group counseling, if it's some sort of groups that help you work through this pain. I always say there is no pain greater than a broken heart. So, and grief is the epitome, right, of a broken heart. So that is that. How to find peace. How to find peace. So that is the Healing Grief card deck. Let me know what you think. Have you ever given this deck to somebody and did it help? Have you yourself gotten this deck and did it help? I know how this deck worked with me and in my experiences, but I already know about me. I want to know about you. Tell me how you use these cards. Did you use them as journal prompts? Did you use it as maybe a thought of the day? Did it help you work through your process? Let me know. Okay. From my heart to yours, may you feel peace from now to always.